Greetings, world and family. I am a Richard coming to you today, being Friday, May 23rd. So happy weekend, my beloved family. So yes, I went into meditation this morning, and I started scanning the frequencies, the collective, la famille, to find a topic of what would be best of service to discuss today. I did see a few things, and they still felt like similar frequencies that I did like the last few videos on. So no, I'm not going to go and repeat on the same topics. Although they were a bit different, it still felt like a copy paste. So as I'm talking to my higher self, then it's like, aha, how about we go and talk about higher self? Because I often do one-on-one sessions with my family, you beautiful, beautiful sisters out there, and a few brothers. And that is a repeating topic that I am asked in discussion. Like, how do I tap into my higher self? How do I know if my higher self is listening, answering back? Like, I don't feel connected. So how does that really, really work? You, Richard, speak often of higher self. Honey Gold did. Well, she is always connected to higher self. So, it's out there, higher self. Well, what can we say about the higher self? Well, we live in such times, where the emotions are very about questioning, about doubts. There's a lot of noise, a lot of stress. We've been living into this kind of paradigm of having to survive, like fight or flight kind of energy. But truth is that we were all born, if we're sentient, we're all born connected with our higher self. Your higher self would be basically the conductor that holds all the blueprints of everything that is you, from everything that's always been you. And with the higher self, like a lot of people assume that it would be outside of us, like more like a linear vertical format. As in, like source would be outside and creator, if you would rather call him God. But the truth is that all of those are within us. They are into our heart portal. That's where higher self resides. It's not on a linear level. I think what is tricky is the title itself, higher self. So without thinking, well, it's higher. No, it's not. It's not. But yes, we've been disconnected at an early age, like through school, religion, work, the stress of it all, of having to conform to a status quo of some kind. So, it's normal, that's why many people say that, when I was a child, I had whatever kind of psychic abilities or connections, or I could see through realms. And then at a certain age, I disconnected. Well, that's it. It was that survival, flight or fight that had come in, right? So I did take some notes, my family, because, of course, when I come back, I don't want to lose anything. Because, when I come back with my images and my thoughts, it's just the same energy as when I do my reading, rapid fire. So I can lose things really rapidly. So, yes, I wrote this. This is really beautiful, regarding the higher self, yes? You were born connected to it. But like I just explained, but school, society, survival, and shame taught you to tune it out. So with this discussion, we're going to help to tune it back in. Because really your higher self is your soul aspect that's absolutely and totally unfiltered. It's the version of you that has never been wounded, never doubted yourself, and was never ever disconnected. So yes, I want to talk about myth versus truth. Okay, so one of them is a myth number one, about channeling your higher self. Well, only special people can channel. Okay, that's a myth. But the truth is we are all channels. Channeling is just a listening and trusting. Myth number 2, my family. It has to sound mystical or come from another being, like an outsider. Well, the truth is sometimes your higher self sounds exactly like your own voice because it is your own voice. So many people will be like assuming that it'll be like a different kind of energy. Like, does it have a different voice? Like you say, like, I hear my own voice in my head. Well, there you go, right? That would be your higher self. Myth number 3. You have to be still or perfect. Well, the truth is, the higher self, guys, speaks in joy. It speaks in music, movement, emotion. It wants to be felt. It does not want to be controlled, confined, right? So the more that we have, and we've spoken about this, like that inner child, the more that we bring it out, that is a bringing, like a connection, a reconnection, a remembrance to connecting to our higher self. Yes? So there are practices we can also do to strengthen that inner knowing, that inner flame, that higher self connection. So one is to be like in total stillness. It doesn't really matter. You can do it outdoors. That's always great to ground with Gaia. But do you have to? No. I mean, like the practice, it's something that you don't just do once or once a month. I mean, it's something that you want to develop a relationship, a friendship with your higher self. So, like maybe on a daily basis, there's no time limit. Sometimes it could be 5 minutes, sometimes 10 minutes, sometimes 2 minutes. I mean, you could even do it lying down in your bed, right? I mean, this is it. There are no real rules on how things are meant to be. Whatever works for you, but you have to like trust and surrender to the past and trust within yourself, yes? So stillness is absolutely amazing because in that moment, you create space for your inner voice to rise in stillness. You have resonance testing. All right, so you ask, yourself, does this feel like love or fear? Is it about constriction or expansion? And always trust what comes first. That initial whisper or image could be a scent, could be a color, but everything, like they say, like follow your first instinct first. That's usually and always, I'm going to say, your higher self coming in. But then, you question it, and then that's where the ego comes in and tries to get you off course. So, yeah. Well, the first thought that comes to you is usually the accurate one, and that's you connecting to your higher self. And then you can like ask your higher self, like how does it make me feel? Like practice to develop tools, right? Like show me what the feeling is for yes. Show me the sensation for no. It could be a shiver. It could be like the ringing in the ears. Well, we all have that, right? But, it could be a poke. It could be, under your feet, or like Gary, his ants on his head. Like there's so many different sensations. So it's like basically asking your pendulum, show me the movement for yes, show me the movement for no, or I don't know. See, when I use my pendulum, I'm actually channeling my higher self and giving you a visual with it. But it's not an outside entity or element or energy. It's all one of the same. Whether I'll be using my cards or, this. Some people do, what is it called? Automatic writing, so that you write as you channel. That's all from higher self. It's not possession, right? Yum, yum, bubble gum. So there's that, mi amores. And always trust, like I said, that first feeling that comes, And it's also important, like, how does it make me feel? Is it love or is it fear? Like those are also telltale symptoms. I mean, they could be, like a sensation, like show me the sensation for no. So maybe you'll have a bit of stress in you or angst If, show me the sensation for yes. I've spoken about this many a times. You'll get like lighthearted and a love frequency coming out, right? So what else do I have here for you, my beloved Femi? So yeah, like for the tools of resonance, like I said, there's the tarot, there's oracle cards, which is exactly what I do. Journaling, that's what I meant. Automatic writing would be journaling. Breath work to quiet your mind. Mirror work. Okay, that is a very good one because I actually have done this. I still do it once in a while, but I did it a lot then, right? So you actually look at yourself in the mirror and you speak to yourself as your higher self. You look at your pupils, don't look at your face. Look like within at your pupils and you can speak to yourself. There was an activity I used to do quite a while ago where I'd stare at my pupils and I'd practice every morning. First thing as I woke up, go in the mirror and I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I do it 20 times, right? And I do feel very strongly that it helped me reconnect to my higher self. Those are little tools we can do, my Femi. And, this is a very good one too. Okay, yes, thank you, higher self. The biggest divining tool I find, or rod, is our avatar. Because that's it. When you ask for sensation, your spine could tingle, your chest warms, your skin shivers. And that's how divinity speaks in flesh. So, yes to the cards, yes to the pendulums. But the biggest tool, that is our avatar. So we just have to zoom in and tune in to all the sensations that we go through, right? I mean, I have them all. I have them in the palm of my hands, on each tip of my fingers, under my feet. A latest one that I've been getting is shivers in my kneecaps, which is the funniest thing. I don't know if anyone's ever got a shiver in the knee bone. It is so bizarre. But, all those sensations, like the ringing in the ears, the pulsating of the pineal gland. Sometimes it could come as taste. And I have had this happen where I'll have the very warm, rich taste of butter going down. Yeah, that's a very pleasant one. Smells that don't belong. That's a big one too. And the shivers. The shivers is probably the biggest telltale sign. So yeah, there's that. So what else have I written for you? So yeah, as I said, your higher self will always speak in clarity, never in confusion, my Femi. It affirms your sovereignty. It never asks you to abandon it. It gently guides you, okay? It doesn't bully you. And you feel lighter after receiving it, even if it challenges you. That's a good one. Even if it's a challenge, you will feel lighter afterwards. So yes, you don't have to be a saint to hear your higher self. You just have to be willing, like I said, that's surrendering to it. Willing to listen past the noise, past the fear, and into the shimmering voice that has been with you all along. What we came in with, what we disconnected to. Because now it's all about reconnecting. Like I keep saying, remembering, remembrance. It is now, it's activation season and activation time, my Femi. So I did come out with a little exercise for you, my Femi. So what we're going to do is it really a meditation? I guess you could say it is. But it's like what I call it, like a higher self activation exercise. All right, so what I'm going to do is afterwards, I'm learning how to do PDFs. So I think I figured it out. I'll put it in the description underneath. But here we go. So I'll do it with you. So it's a gentle practice to begin hearing your inner voice once again, right? So step 1, ground and greet. Sit or lie down comfortably. close your eyes. Inhale slowly through your nose and exhale through your mouth. We're going to do that 3 times. So here we go. Now we will say aloud or within our heart. So you don't have to say it aloud. You can say it, within yourself. I welcome the presence of my higher self. I allow my inner knowing to rise like morning light. I am safe. I am ready. I am home within myself. Step 2, body compass tuning. So place your hand on your heart and your other hand on your belly. And what we'll do is we'll ask silently, what does yes feel like in my body? Pause, breathe, and feel it. What does yes feel like in my body? Is it a pinch? Is it a poke? Is it an electrical current? Is it a wave? Is it coming from my crown, my forehead, my throat, my sacral chakra? Is it under my feet? Or is it my whole spine tingling? Okay? What is the feeling for yes? Then ask, what does no feel like in my body? What does no feel like? It'll give you a different sensation, my family. So this will be the compass you will begin to trust and let it be subtle. Don't force it. Okay, never force it. It's like I tell people, in order to see an aura, it's not by squinting, like, can I see anything? No. It has to be subtle. You have to relax and just pay attention, almost like, losing yourself in the vision, and you're going to see everything like merge out through the plants, even frames. There's energy everywhere. And the more that you relax and let go, the bigger it gets, and then you'll start seeing the colors. So it's the same kind here, huh? Let it be subtle. Do not force it. So there you go, my family. There is that as a little practice you can do, on a daily time in order to develop your relationship with your higher self. Because we can all do it, because if we're sentient, we all have it. We just got disconnected, and it's no one's fault. No one is like wrong or bad, or, it's just that it wasn't the times that we were at, Survival, that's what it was. But now it's time to come back online. So I see that my next Zoom is coming on like shortly. So without further ado, let's go see with my higher self. I'm going to keep him, my higher self, my inner flame, about this whole intro that I did about how to connect with the higher self. Higher self, oversoul, and universe, please tell me everything I need to see, everything I need to know in regards to, please hold, I dropped the card. All right, flip the hair. In regards to like exactly how to reconnect to that element that is our higher self. Tell me everything I need to see, everything I need to know in this now. All right, so we got 6 jumpers today. So let's go get the future. Okay, no, let me read first what has jumped. So in regards to our whole discussion today, we are talking about off-world energy. Okay, the star card. Yes, I forgot to give her bra. So that is the age of Aquarius. It's a very healing that could be seen exactly as our higher self, right? It's off-world, it's healing, it cleanses. Then next in line, we got the Magician, as above, so below, right? Although we know it's not linear time, the higher self, but this is the manifester, right? The infinity loop. Okay, symbol right there. The Magician does exactly just that. He is a magician. He's able to tap to all the elements, the frequencies, and connect to the two elements that are eternal. Then we got the higher ground at warring. So that higher self, right? I mean, like we've been battling. We were like in post-survival mode this whole time, right? But we've always had the higher ground. Even with all the disconnections down here, we always had the power to reconnect to our higher self. Right now, what is going on in these days now in moments is seen as like the cavalry coming rushing in, Hi-Ho Silver to the rescue, and the sword is an air element. So thoughts put to words, words put onto automatic writing. So using all of those elements, and your higher self will be coming rushing in. All you have to do is believe, practice, surrender to the past, to the old that no longer applies, because we are no longer in survival mode. Because at the heartbeat, it's the end of something for the rebirth of something else with the Green Reaper, the Death card. So something is changing right now. And now we've made the plans and we're ready to cross portal through the 3 portal. Okay, the plans have been made. This is a traveling. It could be like traveling, like dimensions, destinies, right? The plans are made. Now you're just waiting for that ship to come in. What is that ship coming in? Well, it is that connection to connect really rapidly, because there's a change right here. Huh? Death of the old, birth of the new. Now I'm ready for the other cards. So for the future, we have, yes, we are ready to move away from troubled waters. Okay, that survival stasis is done. And then we're ready to reconnect, to recollaborate with our higher self. 2 hands coming up, chin chin cheerio, and look at the higher, the health symbol here. That could be seen as your spinal cord, the Kundalini awakening, and we got a beautiful, glorious Lyrian up there. So I'm seeing that as the higher self. It's amazing. And then we end here with we are safe, okay? So connect, because the 4 of Pentacles, pineapples, is exactly that. Keep what you have to yourself, right? So your higher self is within you. It's not outside of you. In the clarifyings, we do have, so a lot of people are questioning about higher self with the 9 of Swords. It's exaggerated stress, blown out of proportion. So where's my higher self? We are wondering. Then at the heartbeat, it's a time where we're reevaluating the whole, everything we've gone through, everything that we have under our belt. We're analyzing our lives, or every experience we've come to have right now with the 7 of pineapples. And then we tame the beast by the mouth. There again, we got that infinity loop right there, here and right there. So we are totally in a time to reconnect. Under deck is the devil. These are like, it's breaking the chain for me. Those times are finished. So let's go with the golden major arcanas, my beautiful Femi. Higher self, oversoul, and universe, please tell me everything I need to see, everything I need to know. Then I gotta go. I think like my Zoom starts in like 2 minutes. Oh my gosh. All right, what do we have? We have, see, like the old would be this creepy crawly kind of card. It could be about religion, anything of that nature. So that's the past. Now we're coming out of a slumber with the hermit, enlightened, coming out of a dark night of the soul with the information. And then in regards to secrets, illusion, delusion, so we have the information. We're breaking an old code, right? Like this was what had kept us in fight or flight. We're being illuminated. That's your higher self coming out right there. In regards to disillusion, disconnection, we're aware that something's wrong. That's why the 2 dogs here are barking at the moon, right? Something's wrong with that moon. So it is a very, very positive, my family. So let's grab Aurélien here. So Aurélien, please come online. Am I accurate with the reading in regards to how to tap with the higher self, what it really is, the myths about it, and with that beautiful little mantra of reconnection, that exercise? So is there any way that I am wrong, Aurélien? So we're changing gears, changing channels, and it seems that we're going to a no. So Femi, before I go, of course, now I'm writing poems. Oh no, phew, I got 7 minutes. I wrote a poem in regard to connecting with the higher self. Would you like to read it? Would you like to hear me read it? I think you do. So let me go get it. My beautiful poem. Poem. Where are you? Yay, I found it. So I called it The Voice I Am. I searched the stars for signs and truth, for oracles in silver flame. But all along it sang in me, the still, soft pulse without a name. No thunder, no, not trembling skies, but breath between each spoken vow. The whisper stitched into my ribs. The voice I am is speaking now. I do not seek. I am the sign. No longer waiting on the shore. I turn within. The temple glows. My soul is locked, but I'm the door. So speak, beloved self, through me. I lay my fear upon the shelf. The truth I longed for all this time was only ever my own self. Yay. Did you like it? You know, it's funny because when, the more that we practice and we tap into our higher self, it is so beautiful because I don't know what it is, new activations happen. You're able to go deeper. Sometimes I even come back with words I don't even know how to pronounce. It is so fun. So, my family, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if, I'm able to bring you, reassurance that there's nothing wrong with you. Maybe you just need to learn how to reconnect because we all have our higher selves. We are all that. So sometimes we just need to be reminded and have a few tools and believe in ourselves. There's nothing wrong with no one. No one missed the bus. No one missed the boat. And the cards also explained all this, right? So I love you all very much. And remember to be good and kind to yourselves. I'll catch you all on the next read. Rock and roll. I love you back. Ciao.